Hi guys, this is your guy Aries from Blue Swimmers Aquatics. So for today's video, we're going to answer a question sent by one of our viewers. But before we do that, let me start this video by reading a verse from the Bible. It says in Isaiah 26 verse 3, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Amen? So there is nothing better for us to do in whatever situations we may be, but to trust God always. So the message we have is from Berta012, and her message is, "My dream is to have a pet fish. Can you help me prepare, and what are the things I need to do?" Okay, shout out to Berta. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for that message, and I will answer your question to the best of my knowledge. Did you know that there are a lot of benefits to having pets, especially in fish keeping? That's why many people like this hobby. Let's talk first the fish keeping benefits and the reasons why getting a pet or a fish can improve your life. 1. Pet fish can reduce stress. Studies show that being around fish can seriously reduce stress. Who wouldn't, right? 2. Fish can calm you and reduce anxiety. Just like they reduce stress, observing an aquarium reduces anxiety by a measurable amount and helps calm your nerves. 3. Lower blood pressure. Scientists determined that observing fish in an aquarium lowered blood pressure. 4. Reduce heart rate. Fish are great for our hearts. Not only do they reduce blood pressure, but observing them in an aquarium has been shown to lower heart rate by 5 to 6 beats per minute. 5. It improves your mood. Studies show that fish help people become more calm and content. So if you're looking for an easy way to feel better, you know what to do. Get some fish. Number 6, and last for now, it motivates your kids to research and learn. So pets are amazing for children in so many ways. Having fish in the home can help inspire your children to do their research projects and learn a lot and faster. Now let's answer Berta's question. I like Berta's attitude actually, because fish keeping is not an easy task if you come unprepared. So mostly there are two types of setup for fish keeping. One is the saltwater setup, which is not recommended for the newbies because they need a lot of things to consider and prepare. You need to imitate very well the surroundings they have in the sea for them to survive in an aquarium. So if you like a Nemo or clownfish, better be prepared. And the other one is the freshwater setup, like the goldfish, arowana, koi, and many others. This one is easier compared to the saltwater setup, mainly because you don't need to add salt to the water, and you can start a simple setup and then improve later on. Always remember, fishes have lives too, and one mistake or our carelessness can cost their lives. So we fish keepers need to be careful and keep on learning for the improvements of the lives of our fishes. So this is a great video for all those who want to buy or to start or planning to have their own pet fish. Keep on watching. So let's continue. Step 1. First and foremost, before you go to a pet shop, carefully consider the kind of fish or fishes that you want. Identify the one that you want because that will determine our step number 2. Research. Research the requirements needed to take care of that fish. For example, what are the food they are eating? What size of an aquarium do they need? Because if you want a bigger fish, automatically it needs a bigger tank. And how many can you place in that certain size of an aquarium? Another thing to consider is what are the setups you need to provide in their tank. Do they like plants, stones, or woods in their tank? Or if they're going to eat the live plants that you're going to put, you can consider also putting an artificial plant. Another thing is what are the compatible fishes that can live with them, because not all fishes can be placed in an aquarium together. Some can live with them harmoniously, while some fish can eat them. Remember the rule in fish keeping: as long as it fits in their mouth, most likely it's a food. So small fishes are most of the time in danger to big fishes, but not all. There are always an exception to the rule. That's why you need to do your research. You can also consider what kind of filtration does that fish needs. What is the behavior of that fish? Is it a solo fish that likes to be alone, or is it a schooling fish that needs a number of them so they can live happily in your tank? With this research you will do, you can also check if it's compatible with your lifestyle. Step 3. After selecting a fish that you want and doing some research, the next step is go to your nearest pet shop and buy. If possible, buy first all the needed tools like aquariums, filtration, sands, and plants before buying the fish. If it's possible, set it up first in your home and let it run for a month or two so you can have a beneficial bacteria first that will help you maintain and clean the water before adding the fish. This will lessen the risk of your fish dying, and this is what they call as the nitrogen cycle in your tank, and we will talk about that in one of our next videos. But if you really can't wait that long, just ask the vendor, because there are some things that you can buy to shorten that process of having a beneficial bacteria or nitrogen cycle in your tank. Okay, so behind me is my tank, and for example, this is the fish that I just bought from a pet shop. So this one is a betta or fighting fish, and it originates from Thailand, and many people enjoy taking care of bettas because they're beautiful, easy to take care of, they don't require a big aquarium, and relatively low maintenance. They can also be kept alone, and they come in different tail forms and colors. So what are we going to do? Step 4, always do acclimation. Acclimation. So you cannot just put your fish immediately inside the tank, because one of the reasons why many fish die is because of water shock. So what are we going to do? So you just let your fish stay inside the plastic and put it in the tank as it is. Let it float for 20 to 30 minutes. So why do we need to do that? Acclimation is the process wherein you are letting your fish adjust to the temperature of the water in the tank. So most of the time, the water in the tank and the temperature of the water in the plastic are not the same. So if you just put the fish immediately out from the plastic in your tank, that's where the water shock comes in, and that makes them weak and eventually die. So always do your acclimation when buying a new fish. That is a must. And then after 20 to 30 minutes, you can let your fish go out from that plastic. Step 5. Feed the right amount of fish food. That's why you need to do your research, because one of the common reasons why fish die is because of overfeeding. Sometimes we are being too tempted to feed them whenever we come close to them, and it's a good feeling that we're having, seeing that they're eating. But just like humans or any living thing, too much is not good. So that beta requires only once or twice a day feeding, depending on the amount. So step 6, always clean your tank. There are different ways to clean your tank, and there are tools that you can buy to help clean your tank faster and make it less stressful for the fish. Like this one, this is a turkey buster wherein I use this to remove fish poops in smaller tanks. And remember, it is not advisable to always do a 100% change of water when you want to clean your tanks, because that can also cause water shock to the fish. So what are we going to do? Advisable is always remove 10 to 20% water only, and then replace them with new and clean water slowly. So mineral water is the best kind of water for our fishes, and if you think that's costly, you can use tap water or water from the faucet, and then always use a water conditioner to remove the chlorine from the tap water, because chlorine is not good for our fish. It can make them sick or kill them eventually. So that's all for now, and if you have more questions, just put it in the comment section below, and see you again. Blessed day!